We are here again in our science class. In lesson 1, we were talking about the scientist and how important he is. A scientist is a very important person because he observes the things around us. How can he observe? He can observe the world using his senses. Senses. My senses. My senses can be the sense of seeing, and I use my eyes to see. I have the sense of smelling, and the organ is my nose. I have the sense of listening, and the organ is my ear. I have the sense of tasting, and the organ that I use is my tongue. I have also the sense of touching, and the organ that I use are my hands or any part of my body. But the scientist also uses another object that we are going to call instruments to observe, to analyze, and to investigate about the world. Instruments, for example, a ruler to measure the length. Another instrument, for example, a scale to measure the weight. If he wants to measure the temperature, he can use the thermometer. If he wants to look very tiny pieces, he can use the microscope, and so on. There are many instruments that he's going to use to discover, to analyze, or to observe the world around us. Today, you are going to be a scientist. The task for today is to observe around your house using your senses and to start drawing your answers in your paper. Be careful, there are some dangers in the scientist activity. For example, and we have here, you can find some hot things. Be careful. You can also find some heavy things. You can also find some sharp things like this object, like a knife, or maybe like scissors. Be careful if you find some poisonous objects or liquids. When you do this observation, try to be with your parents. It's very important. Okay, that is part of the activity of today. We have also the initial part of this lesson, a list of words. A list of words that I want you to repeat after me. We have senses, senses, measure, measure, investigate, investigate, observation, observation, instruments, instruments, hot things, heavy things. What is the other? Sharp things, poisonous things. Okay, your activity is going to be very funny in this occasion. I see you on next class.